Cormani McClain's mother pours her heart out on special day as Gators scholarship promises better 2025. Once the crown jewel of Deion Sanders' recruiting class at Colorado, the former five-star cornerback was expected to be a game-changer for the Buffaloes. But after a tumultuous freshman season that never quite materialized into the star turn many anticipated, Cormani McClain found himself in the transfer portal, searching for a fresh start. Instead of chasing immediate stardom, he made an unconventional choice. He walked on at Florida under Billy Napier, betting on himself rather than settling for a guaranteed scholarship at a smaller program. And now, after a year of grinding in Gainesville, McClain was finally put on the Gators' 85th scholarship a few days ago. Not only does the move validate Cormani McClain's decision to roll the dice on himself, but it also highlights Billy Napier's long-term vision for the Gators. Florida had already hit its SEC scholarship limit. Plus, McClain's addition as the final name on that list underscores the staff's faith in his potential. It was rocky path, though. Interest in McClain was surprisingly scarce when he entered the portal. It's largely due to concerns that had nothing to do with his talent. Yes, you read that right, and on the day he secured his scholarship, his biggest supporter ensured the world knew just how much the moment meant. As the clock neared midnight, McClain's mother, Kaishi, took to X to pour her heart out as he turned 21 today. 4:12 a.m. hit. I want to wish my only son Money Man a happy birthday. He's overcome trials and tribulations and he is a true blessing to me from God. Love you son, she wrote, capping off her message with a heart emoji. It was more than just a birthday wish, it was a mother's pride spilling out for a son, who finally found his way to Gainesville. Ultimately, choosing Florida as a preferred walk-on was a humbling turn for a player who was the number 1 CB out of the 2023 class in the country. With 3 years of eligibility remaining, the Gators saw a raw but gifted 6 feet 2 inches athlete. The player just needed the right structure to flourish. His brief but electrifying flashes in 2024 became valuable. Most notably, his game-sealing pick-six in the Week 8 game versus Kentucky only reinforced what many already knew: the talent was still there, waiting to be fully unlocked. Cormani's production in his first year at UF was limited. He made it count, but when he was on the field, playing just 111 snaps before an upper body injury cut his season short, he still managed to log 5 tackles, a pass breakup, and an interception. That pick-six against Kentucky wasn't just a highlight reel moment, it was proof of concept. Even before that, McClain was turning heads behind the scenes. When Cormani was on the scout team early in the season, he would intercept a couple passes every day, Billy Napier revealed after the Wildcats game. I would just tell the staff like, hey, this guy is down here, he got here mid-summer. Doesn't know as much but he can play man coverage. Of the raw ability was never questioned, but now, with a year of SEC experience under his belt, the expectation is that McClain's game will mature along with him. He's got great instincts. I think there is more room for growth. That's what I would say. I think ultimately, he's matured, cleaning stuff up a little bit. He's a rookie. Yeah, ultimately got to continue to do what you're supposed to do, and good things will happen for Florida. The timing of McClain's ascension couldn't be better. Napier has been methodically building his roster, and the Gators' defensive backfield is poised to be a strength in 2025. Napier isn't the only one building. Cormani McClain looks transformed. If you haven't seen Cormani McClain lately, you might not even recognize him. The former 5-star recruit has completely transformed his physique, packing on serious muscle and looking entirely like a new player heading into his junior season. When McClain first arrived at Colorado, he stood 6'2" and weighed just 165 pounds, talented, but undeniably on the lean side. By last season, Florida listed him at 175 pounds, though even that might have been a slight stretch. He was clearly bigger, especially in the arms, but now? Now, he's on another level. McClain has spent the last few months grinding in the weight room, and the results speak for themselves. His shoulders look like straight-up boulders, and his entire frame has filled out in a way that makes him almost unrecognizable from just 2 years ago. With the 2025 season approaching, all eyes will be on where McClain tips the scale. One thing is certain, he's no longer just a rangy, athletic defensive back. He's a physical force now, and that added strength could take his game to an entirely new level.